Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Rihanna Griggs, and I am a certified spiritual life coach. If you guys are watching this video, it is because either you were led here, your spirit is watching, your spirit is ready, you are ready for your awakening, or you guys are actively searching this topic, actively searching this subject, which also means that you are in alignment and you are ready. No matter what your reason is for stumbling upon this video, I want to say welcome. This is your moment. This is your time. And I want you to take this moment before we even get started in any type of descriptions or breakdowns and give yourself a round of applause, pat on the back, give yourself a hug, stop and reflect on how far you've come. It takes a big step for you to decide that the old life that you lived isn't enough. It takes a renewed sense of identity for you to step in and say that what I was getting before out of life, it didn't esteem me, it didn't take me where I wanted to be, and it stifled the growth that I know that I'm here to have. Again, my name is Rihanna Griggs, and what I'm here to do is put you in the alignment and the purpose that God has aligned you with. But before we do that, I need you guys to do two things for me. One, hit the like button. There's other people out there that might be able to benefit from this conversation that we're about to have and get excited and start their journey. But the second thing I want you to do is take this moment and own the fact that who you were before you watch this video is no longer the person that you're going to be by the end of this video. By the end of this video, your mind is going to be transformed. You're going to be excited, motivated, and ready to begin the new journey. First and foremost, let's break down what you are deciding to do. You are deciding to build a business. You are deciding to depend solely on your gifts and the talents that you were given, and essentially leaning on God. Now, what you have to understand is that the gifts come from God, the talents come from God, the insight, the vision comes from God. So you are now employed by God. You must wake up every morning and check in with your employer. God, is there anything that you need me to do? Is there any doors that I need to walk through? Is there any opportunities that need to be shown to me? This is where you build the relationship. Now, a lot of people don't want to or understand, maybe not want to, because a lot of you guys want to, but maybe understand how to build the relationship with God. I like to say that for me, my walk, my path, having Jesus Christ as the quote unquote ascended master, or the walk faith that I subscribe to, have been, I guess, rehearsed in knowing that choosing God, choosing the Bible, basic instructions before leaving the earth, allows me to understand that everything is for my good, allows me to understand that God is my provider, allows me to understand that if nothing else, before anything else, God wants to be my father. So when I go to him, I don't have to go to him like he's a genie, or go to him with any type of big ceremonial acts. I can literally just go and have a conversation. I bring this up to say, for some of you guys, this is where your relationship with God will truly start to grow. I'm a Capricorn. And if anybody's into the charts and stuff, I have a lot of earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, a lot of air in my charts. And that keeps me grounded, keeps me focused on the money, if you will, right? So for some of us, because some of us also are that way, we can build our relationship by looking at God as our employer. Now, we don't see God as just money, because going into this, we also will understand that money is an energy. Once you tap into understanding that God is my employer, that I am now operating in the gifts and the talents that he's given me, you are now operating on the payment system. Okay, we're breaking this down, that the company is now on. Now, when I used to work for a regular 9-to-5, the payment system that we would use was something called Paycor. And so you would have to log into the Paycor account. You would have to sign in, get your credentials. They would let you know your net, your gross, your, all of the medical stuff that had to be taken out. That was the payment system. So thinking about it vibrationally, spiritually, the payment system that you guys are signing into is called abundance. Okay, that is the payment system. That is the vibration. Now, how you start to see the benefits from the energy or the payment system of abundance, you log in, is your energy high? Okay, are you saying kind words? Are you speaking positively? Okay, is your mindset a mindset of abundance, or is it a mindset of lack? Okay, these are all things that when you type into your Paycor slash, okay, your energetic money account, which is abundance, you'll start to see this is where these points start to add up. This is where the money starts to come. This is where you start to see things start to accumulate for you. Sometimes with a God and abundance and operating out of your giftings, you don't just get paid through the regular 9 to 5. Or the regular everyday dollar. Some people want to come and just bless you. Hey, I got these tickets to this cruise, and my children are sick, or, we decided not to go. So I want to give this to you. Hey, I got this $200 extra, and I just got blessed and I felt like I wanted to bless you. Hey, you know what? There's this vending machine. I was looking at the vending machine. That's my little side note. But there's this vending machine and we don't need it. We can't figure out what to do with it. I'll give it to you for a discounted price. When you operate from abundance, you understand that abundance is universal. When you operate from money, which is the dollar, it says this is a note, and you know that your money is restricted, which is again the reason why how we started out with this. You're congratulating yourself because you're breaking away from the system. The system tells you that this is the only thing that you're able to make. This is what you're subjected to, just this note. When you sign into the payment system of abundance using the God system, okay, now you're working for God. Now God is your employer. Now you have multiple sources of income. Now you have multiple sources of where money, the universe becomes where you're tapped in and where your abundance flows. Now, with that being said, the universe is connected to your heart. So going back to that relationship with God, however it is that you guys must build that relationship or whatever your walk is, it is very important to have that. Not only is it important for you to build your relationship with God, but it is important for you to have a healthy relationship with yourself, because now that we are tapped into our Paycor account / our abundance account, which is how we're getting our money, which is our payment system, now we have to recognize that from the universe, we get the abundance, but from our heart, the abundance flows. The Bible says what's in the heart of the man comes out the mouth. And again, when we are operating through our gifts and our talents and all of our the things that God has given us, and we say, hey, listen, we signed the contract, now we are employed by God, there's a certain level of expectation, there's a certain level of order, there's a certain level of obedience, there's a certain level of work, there's a certain level of accountability, there's a certain level of maturity that comes with that. So when you guys decide, I want to tap into abundance, you must first become in alignment. That's your relationship with God. But you also must have to be, come into the energy of allowing, which again is opening up your heart. Now, again, I say it's easier, especially if you guys are like, Ray, I want to start my purpose. I want to start my mission. Understanding this as a spiritual thing and looking at this like God is your boss. Again, I'm a certified spiritual life coach. I'm not telling you guys this is something that you guys have to do. I'm giving you guys ways to motivate your walk and motivate the next phase of your life so that you can see this differently. And it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm working out of my talents. Oh, nobody's getting my business. Nobody's, oh my goodness, it's so difficult. It's so all the lessons I have to learn. Now you see, oh, okay, my payment system is a universe. So if the money's not coming in, it's because it's either a timing thing, there's a lesson, okay, there's a pause, there's something that I need to gather. Maybe God has me focusing on other things. But again, we understand because we check in with God daily. We check in, say, okay, God, this is my purpose. Especially if you're in that crossroads of I have a whole bunch of things that I want to do, but I'm not sure where I want to go. And to that person, let me say, this is your opportunity, because 2026 reduces down to 1. We are in this new beginning energy. This is now your opportunity to create whatever it is that you want to create. Okay. Start by sitting down, making intentional time, because again, now you're signing up with God. You're signing up with the universe. You are now working for God. He is your employer. This is what it is. You now have to be diligent, intentional. Okay. All those words, obedient, work ethic has to be high. All those things that high vibrational energy, that high vibrational abundance, that we're tapping into our full selves. Everything has to be in order and in alignment. So when you guys are trying to figure out where you want to go, again, intentional, sit down, write out a list of your talents. What am I good at? Okay. You can have a list of 10. The goal is to narrow it down to 3. Out of those top 3, which ones can we start now? Now, that might be the easiest way. For some of you guys, it might be, okay, out of the top 3, I can probably start all of them now. Again, God, these are my options. Show me daily. You are not doing this by yourself. Just because you are self-employed does not mean that it is a self journey. And I'm here to give you guys the door opening to the abundance and the life that you deserve.